Guys, this is Lou back here with episode 54 of our Hearts of Iron 3 Let's Play as Germany. This episode will be 60 FPS capable, so it'll have 1080p and 720p in 60 FPS, and I just found out that all the other videos are recorded. So say up to like, I don't know, a big chunk of this Let's Play has been 900 by 1600, and then upscaled to 1080p. And when I say that, I mean 1080 by 1920. And I just got a new monitor about 2 weeks ago, and even when I was recording on this new monitor, it was recording at 900 by 1600 for some reason. But now I've got it set where it's recording at 1080 by 1920, and what I'm also going to do is record it at 60 FPS so that I can upload it like that. So let me know if you guys have any issues with it, if it looks too saturated, too bright. I know the last episode I did for episode 6 of the Kriegsmarine subscriber Let's Play, it looked really saturated, but this should be really crisp and clean. This should work really well. So we're going to get to the game. I said I'm going to try and do about one of these a day, and that's going to be pretty common, I think. Holidays are over, so let's get to it. Biggest things I'm worried about is our rares. Steel's pretty low too, as well as income. I don't know who I can trade with. Maybe Japan? I've tried this before, I think. Yeah, we need to take Russia quick, and that's it. The Soviets came in here on the south end of Finland. We have taken Murmansk, and we will be taking... Actually, no, before that SS gets there, we're going to put our army group on there. The way we're going to do that is that we're going to take all of our groups, except the SSKDO. So all these corps... and as many as we can. Let's try them first. We can't even get them on. So what's sitting here? What ships? Yeah, we need some more supply ships. Yeah, we can't even carry anything. Okay, we do need certain things though. We can leave the army group, Finland, but we need the 9th Army and the corps. So 15th Corps, 3rd Corps, and then we'll just go from the top. They cannot even get on the ships? Why? Ninth Army, get on. 3rd Corps, get on. 25th Corps, get on. You can get on. Get on. On. That's it? That's terrible. So there's no way we can really engage them with that. We need more transports. And to do that, I might have to rape some from this area. Where are they? They just laid these guys down, didn't they? Where's my ships? So they're right here. Guess we gotta take some of these guys out. But while we transport these, we can't let them go by themselves. So I will take a few subs. So these subs are gonna have to join them. Rebase passively. Any other subs going there? These three can go there too. So rebase passively. And we're going to actually have to take those subs up there to go even take Murmansk. Meanwhile, these guys cannot do shit. So I'm going to take these guys off the boats. How do you do that? Select all and unmount. Now there is no VP in this area. So for me to even let them go across land would not even be important. What we can do maybe is help this end of Finland, but I don't see that either. There's not enough for us to do, so I'm going to have to wait till those guys get there. We're going to check our other things in the meantime. We have some major outages here as far as supply. I should have a transport plane here, and he's going to have to supply the front line. So air supply. I'm actually going to change this supply transport to the front line, and by the front line I mean whatever province this is, Benghazi. So rebase him there. Actually, you know what? That's the wrong thing. Air supply there. And we're going to take this guy. Where's that one? There we go. And you're going to rebase here. So let the time go. Okay, now we're going to look at the more important line, which is our Soviet line. We'll just make sure everything's okay. We have some mountain troops moving up this way. This guy's holding his ground. These guys are all rushing for a VP area, which is up here. So what I will do, I can actually just rush them. So they're fine. I will leave one guy here. But all they're fighting is the core, so they should be fine. This guy can actually move up. No, he won't. He's not going to be able to fight that very well. But this guy can actually engage them. So cores are very weak. Even a motorized core, if they don't have them built up, my division here, 9-9, you know, that's your strength really, can fight that no problem. So hopefully he can engage him. And even here, these guys are actually digging in. So now they're 14 days. When I first left them, they were 3 days. As they get more dug in, I really don't have to worry about them. So they're keeping my VP point, and the other VP point I have to worry about is here, which I think is part of the Soviet. Yeah, it is, but we don't have to worry about that right away. I want this one first, Rostov-na-Don, and part of this too is to actually get some of the troops around this clusterfuck of Romania. So I might even actually take some of these guys off the front line. So here's my main HQ, and I might be able to take everything's all screwed up. How about this army? I could take this army. No, I can't. Okay, so we've got these guys moving. They're moving. We need to take all of them though. So there's a core at least we can put over this side. And what I would love to do is take at least a core or two and move them in this way. So anything that's locked in this fight here with Romania, I'll put it back to the other side here. Anything that's locked in this area, which they put a lot of emphasis into, the Soviets did, but now you can actually see them moving themselves out. A lot of tanks are actually moving back. Nonetheless, we've actually attacked them, but to surround them at that point is great, and whatever else we're doing in the middle will only help that. In the north, I'm not worried about this one. This landing here didn't really worry me. I put a couple subs in that area, so it will stop any sort of transport ships supplying them or transporting more ships over. The North Africa core here, we're still trying to transport supplies and fuel to these guys, but this whole group is moving forward. So we've taken this again. We've taken Al-Kahira. and the HQ, the Army Group Africa, and another corps will actually move into Alexandria, which is awesome. I mean, we've basically secured the, what canal is this again? Someone in the comments stated this before too, how important this is in the Suez Canal. It says right there on the bottom right. This is super important, even if the game doesn't realize that it is, but this is a very important canal. This was built back in the 1900s, or even before that. But this basically gives the ability from the Mediterranean to the ocean over here, the Indian Ocean, and to Asia. So it's just as important as the canal over in where was that? I went too far. The Panama Canal. So same thing here. If before these canals were opened, you used to have to take your ships or your fleet around the southern coast of South Africa. Same thing with these Western powers here. They used to have to take their ships around Africa, which was even a bigger continent. But with this canal here, they have the ability to travel right into Asia. And whoever controls that obviously controls trade and everything that has to do with it. That's why the UK is so strong. It's their ability to control the oceans. That's why their navy's so large, and that's why it's so important to kill their navy early on. Especially in World War II, man. They were overly strong in that area. What we want to do here is I'm just going to go from north to south, and you can see the frame rate dropping because there's a lot of shit on the map. But we are engaging a lot of people. Anybody that's free, we're going to try and support our forward movement. People that are locked into battles here, I'm just going to use some smaller infantry to take them over. Any of these panzers that can move forward will. So you're going to keep moving forward, and you're actually going to take Minsk. These panzers are all engaged, and we also have 2 semi-motorized and an infantry division. And this is all swamp. I don't want to move here, and they actually can't. That's how bad it is. But what you're also going to see is these openings. So I'll take the 1 infantry and leave them there. This panzer can actually come and move in. Who else? The same with this infantry. So a lot of these infantry are free. As well as Fegelein. Fegelein's back, and he's commanding an SS division. Reiter Standarten. And they're actually a really good... Oh, I'll go back to them. They're actually a pretty good group. They're a cavalry division, but any SS division is good in my eyes. So we're going to take just the 4 of them, and we will move them up into this area and try and surround Minsk. Anybody left, we'll take 2 of them, leave 1 back, and we'll try and go... We can't even go this way. Yeah, there's no way to go. So we'll just bring them into whatever province this is, Germensis, or whatever it is. You guys can let me know in the comments. Another panzer division. This is what you want to do. You want to go up and down, especially when you're fighting the Soviets. It's a lot easier on other fronts, but you want to go from top to bottom or bottom to top, whatever. It doesn't matter. But you want to see which divisions, especially your powerful ones like panzers and stuff like that. Who's not working? Like, look at this guy. He's way too far back, and he's not doing shit. I am compelled to actually use the strategic redeployment to move him up to the front. And I saw another one guy here. So these 2 panzers here, they're doing nothing, and there's actually nobody here, so they can actually move in there without any sort of negative effect. So as they move in here, they're not going to get a negative effect from moving, from battling. They're just going to move, and then they can move again. These 2, they have nothing else to do but to support him. He's going to come and support that 3rd Panzer Corps. These guys are all engaging. And in reality, you do not want to use them like this. This is... Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. But this is a poor way of using them. What you want to do is have 1 infantry division here, just covering this point, this river. And the rest should be surrounding the fuck out of them, right? Like, you don't want to use things in inefficient ways. Same with this guy. He's not doing anything. He's obviously moving, but he's too far back. He's not doing what he's supposed to. When this guy leaves, we're going to have a hole, so I'll bring a infantry up there. This area here, we've saw a lot of mountain troops that are going to be moving around. They're doing their thing. They are engaging a pretty big part of the Soviet line, and they should help. This guy should not have any issues. So imagine leaving one guy and having a bunch of Soviets, and that's what's happening, is there's a bunch of Soviets coming over to take the city back. Even if they take that city back, imagine how many troops they're going to pour into that for me to surround. That's a stupid idea if they ever do it. They're putting themselves into a pincer movement or a very confined area where they can't supply that well and all that good stuff. So moving from top to bottom, we'll turn the time back on, level 3, level 2 even. And we're just going to watch things go. Watch your planes, watch all that shit. This guy's not moving. He can actually move here to cut this guy off. And this guy can move up. Guy can move up. But you see that there we just cut off that tank, right? And now we need to change this guy's route. So now we just cut them off. Tanks are moving up. These guys are supporting. Actually, we can take these... Oh, pause it. Take these two and support attack that. And we'll watch this war, or this battle. So 31. And what we do right now... so we lost... What is that, a CB class sub? Battle of Coast of Egypt. So against the British, we've actually lost a sub. Which isn't good, but we've taken Alexandria. So eat that, English. But I'm kind of worried about that. We do have some subs here, I think one more. No? I thought we had one more. We do not. Speaking of, we've got... These subs still haven't got there yet. So those subs are moving, and those subs are going to come with a couple transports up to the north to help these guys, because these guys have nowhere near enough transport capability. We just talked about that. But in the south, I don't know if I really want to worry about that this much. If I can find a sub on his way out, I'll grab him. How about in the channel here? Coastal Battleship. We can actually meet him up with... Just go to this port. And we'll try and rebase you guys. You guys are going to port already. You got beaten. Let's take a look at all this stuff. Okay, we can almost make a whole new air wing. Which we'll do on... a nice, fresh... Do we own this? Yes, we do. So we're going to put a nice new air wing here. They're not going to be ready to fight yet, but